Super excited to show you guys this. We might have a few people kind of jump in. We have the emails going out right now as we go, but the session's recorded, so I'll go ahead and jump in. But yeah, like what I really wanted to cover with you guys today is something I'm seeing a lot of our agents leverage, and it doesn't cost any additional money. The main thing is just re-engaging your current leads and then having AI qualify them. I'll show you guys some examples too, but I'm just curious since it's just Rich and Jay right now. I'd love to pick your guys' brains. Like Jay, how many, or we could start with Rich. Rich, how many leads do you feel like are in your database right now that are just not being worked?
I mean, we as a company, we have over 20,000 that
Oh my,
aren't being aren't being worked there every day to be able to put those in retouch system would be great.
20,000?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is over a period of the past I would say ten years.
Yeah. How are these Google PPC, Facebook ads? Where are most of them come?
Uh,
Website.
some of them are some of them were Google, Facebook. Also, a number of them were Realtor.com.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So you got about 20,000 leads, different leads. What about you, Jay?
I probably have a couple thousand, that have older ones that we've worked with. And then we've got some things too, like with people that are unintended landlords. And they came
You there, Jay? I think can you
for
guys
that
hear?
is so bad with the landlord tenant.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you cut out a little bit at the end. So you have like some tenant ones, did you say, Jay?
Yeah. So, I mean, I have some that like people couldn't sell their homes over the last couple of years and now they're landlords. And I'm on the
Okay.
legislative policy committee. So the laws are horrible for the tenant landlord situations here in Colorado.
Okay.
Um, so those are part of that. There's probably a couple thousand of those, but I think like realistically, I probably have about 800 that we could work a little differently.
Got it. Okay. No, that's great. So you guys both have like a really good list. And I'm sure you guys have seen these stats before, but I want to share these because this is
I'm going
what
to jump right back in, but I'm going to put you on hold.
okay, perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna share my screen because I want to share this stat with you guys. I think it's super important when it comes to generating leads online. Well, this is something else. Let's see. And by the way, this is one of our agent's calendars when we turned on his leads. So Jay, he had about, I would say roughly 2,000 leads, just like you. And then what I'm going to show you guys today is basically how he was able to fill these. These are all like consults that he stacked in one day with the AI. But the stats right here. And this is just for like newer leads coming in, but I like to kind of reference this for why the AI is so important. When you respond 5 minutes versus 30 minutes, you're 106 times more likely to connect, and you're 21 times more likely to qualify the leads. So we use this to re-engage, but we also use this to leverage any like newer leads coming in, because it's a great way to make sure that we get in touch with the leads before they die out or before we lose that 21 time more likely to qualify them or get in contact with them. So I showed you here. This is Kenneth. He actually stacked these. This is with the 2000. But what I like to do is we have a tool. So if I go to I'll use this account as an example. And Jay, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so this is an agent. She lets us share like what's going on in her CRM. But if you see here, we're just like doing mass texts of different incentives. And I'll show you guys like how we find these. But basically the goal for these is to just get them to respond because once they respond, we use the Go High Level CRM, but you can train your AI to start qualifying that lead for you. So what we have the lead do is find out a few things like, are you looking, what city and zip code are you looking in? How many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what's your price range, how soon are you looking to purchase? And we can also adapt the questions, Jay, like based off of, and I would just probably talk to Claude about it, and we could even do it on this call on what you would want the AI to be asking in order to book these calls for you. But the goal for the AI on this platform is to find out those answers to all those different questions. And then once it has that, it'll actually scan the agent's calendar. It'll actually scan the agent's calendar to book them on an available time that it sees on your calendar. So if we go here, like this bot's training, if we go to the bot goals, this is where we update it. So this platform uses different, you can use different platforms, but we just use the GPT bot. But you let it know, hey, you're Rachel's AI assistant. We're searching for brand new build, charming homes, stunning condos. It has the first message that goes out. And then in the goals, you can actually update the objection handling and everything. So the goal is to just mass blast these leads. So like what I would do for both Rich and you, Jay, is I would upload all the leads, or if you guys have a CRM, upload, have all the leads ready. Then you want to I just mass text 100 a day. I don't want to overdo it because if you mass text like 500 in one day, it gets extremely overwhelming. And once you send out those 100, you'll usually get leads to start replying. And I usually do yes or no questions. So, like if you saw the one that I did with Rachel, it's like, hey, we just came across this community that's offering 3.99% interest rates and free upgrades on all appliances. Would you like more info? And then if they say yes, then the AI kicks in and tries to book the call for them. So, like to give you an example, if I said yes right here, yes, I'm interested.
Can you use like Chat GPT or do you prefer Claude?
So for the AI, ChatGPT is fine. And ChatGPT is the main one we use in the platform, but I use Claude for like marketing material. So like actually doing research, creating the mass text and mass email. But the AI actually responding is powered by GPT.
Okay, and then you just copy and paste those responses, correct? Into
So this is all AI generated. So like when I said yes, I'm interested, do you see how AI was like great to hear what cities and zip codes are you most interested in? If I say
That's pretty
Phoenix,
cool.
it'll tell us like let's say I say the Phoenix area, awesome choice. Phoenix has some fantastic opportunities. Do you prefer single story or two story? I say two story. And then it'll just go through full discovery. What's your ideal price range? 500K. Um, when are you hoping to make your move? 5 months. So then it gives you the timeline. Then it's going to give available times that's on our calendar. And so right here, you're going to see a respond. Here are some available times for a quick call. And then the lead would respond. So, like if I go here, I think this is a live conversation. This is like a real lead coming in and then engaging with it.
Okay,
But if I go to the top, you see it says like, let me know what area. This lead was like, thank you, Yuma. Do you prefer single story, two story? The lead said single, low 400s, 6 months. Then it gave available times. And then it was like, okay, I work till 5. So then it said, no worries. Here's some times after 5 o'clock. He picked a date. The lead scheduled it. And then once it was scheduled, the reminders, we also have reminders go out to make sure that the lead actually shows up to the 15-minute phone call. And so, like here, it says, hey, Jose, it's Rachel. Really excited to meet tomorrow. Our meeting's and gives the date. This is the number I'm calling you from. Looking forward to it. And then now they're working together actively. But when it comes to re-engaging the leads, it really is the same thing we used to always do, which is like sending out mass texts. And I like to do like a follow-up sequence pretty aggressively. But the only difference now is you have AI to take over the conversation once the lead actually replies. So that's why you can do it in such mass volume. Like I like to do 100 texts a day. I'll just do a drip mode. And every 100 leads, it'll wait to see the responses, try to book them, and then the agents or you could just call the people that are engaging with the AI, or even if they stop responding. So,
Okay.
but for you, like Jay, for example, so where are most of your leads coming from?
They're all over. Some of the platforms like Landvoice for some, Fizbo's on another, and we use like True Lead. We've been purchasing leads from them.
Okay.
There's some old Realtor.com. Some of those Realtor.com leads were horrible, like kids, you know,
Yeah.
20-year-olds. I kind of Googled the phone number and it's like a
Yeah.
19-year-old talking about $1 million house
Yeah.
um, on there. So, I mean, do you just go into Claude then to do this or Chat GPT to set this up so they're doing this?
So I find the research on Claude, like on what my initial outreach message will be, but I use Go High Level, the CRM, which has an AI bot built inside of it.
I see. In ours, I'm not sure we do. I'm gonna have to go look. I'm on my way back to the office right now. But take a look and see if it's not. If it's not, then we probably need to switch CRMs to do this, right?
Yeah, I mean, so what we do, like even so Alan's got a team of like 100 agents, and we give them the option to leverage this CRM, which because the reason why I like this one, like I showed you earlier, you can customize what each bot's goals are. So this is a new build bot. So like we like generating new build leads because we had one agent close like 15 deals in the last 5 months just doing this alone.
Okay,
And
great.
all it is like new build leads coming in, and then this bot is trained on those new builds. So
Okay,
you could also train a seller bot, or you could do a first time home buyer bot. But usually the first time home buyer and the new build bot would be the same because you can just customize what questions are being asked. Like if you see right here where it says core flow, we tell it what to ask. Do you prefer single story, two story? When are you planning to make your move? What's your ideal price range? So on the seller side, you could probably ask different questions like, hey, um, you know, like once they reach out, you could ask like, are you currently I mean, I don't know what I would ask. We could chat with ChatGPT or with Claude, but it'd be like, are you still looking to sell your home? And then if they say yes, like great, do you currently live in it or do you currently have tenants in it? Like you could have it ask those kind of questions. And then
okay,
and then say like, hey, if we were able to find you a buyer, how soon would you be looking to sell your home? So that would probably be the questions I would want to ask it. And then once they give you that, we would just schedule it directly on your calendar.
okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then what I would do to even find the bot, like I would tell it, I would go to Claude and say, I need to re-engage old seller leads in my pipeline. I will be mass texting them. What are some texts? What did you say? A lot of these leads are
Unintended landlords.
unintended landlords.
So they couldn't sell their house, so they just rented it out, thinking it was easy. And it's funny how most of those folks don't think they have to follow the landlord laws because they're not a realtor. And I mean, that comes up a lot. It's like, yeah,
Mhm.
no, you do.
Yeah, I would say we want to create a 14-day follow-up nurture sequence to try to re-engage. I want every text to lead with questions. So that way, if they respond, AI will qualify and book them on my calendar. Um,
Nice.
we are located in what city are you in, Jay?
Aurora, Denver,
Aurora,
near Denver, Colorado. Yeah.
Aurora, Denver, Colorado.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I would use Claude for this part. And
Okay.
then what it's basically going to do is just write out a re-engagement sequence for you to like set up as an automation. And then this is
Got
where
it.
I would usually go in, like to show you for this one, for example, when anytime a lead comes in, we have these workflows that we build out, which would be based off the Claude messaging. But if you see here, it's just text messages going out like, hey, thanks for your interest in new construction homes. With 3.99% rates, with builder incentives up to 25K. How many buyers are getting monthly payments comparable to their rent? Are you currently renting or do you own your home? So that would re-engage the AI. Day two, did you know 25K in builder concessions can cover most or all of your closing costs? That means you can move into a brand new home with minimal out-of-pocket expense. What's your biggest challenge you're facing in your home search right now? So all of these are just to get a response, and then let AI do the rest of the work. So like right here, it says, hey, first name, it's Jay here in Aurora. You reached out a while back about selling the place on XYZ Street. Are you still holding on to it or did you end up renting it out? So that's a great way to just start the conversation. And then that
Okay.
would trigger AI. Then day two, you could say, quick question, first name. If you're renting it out, how's it been going for you? A lot of owners we talked to didn't exactly plan on being landlords. So that's another great question. And then after that, it follows up 2 days later. Hey, first name, did you know what homes near Denver are selling for right now? The Aurora market has moved since you last listed. Want me to send you an updated number? So that also gets them to reengage. But these would just
Okay.
go out, and then after this, I would probably give it. I'm recording this too, Jay, so because I know I can sometimes click through stuff pretty
Oh
quick.
no, that's good that we can listen to it again.
Yeah, so like I would like for our CRM, I would say, okay. Okay, great. Here's my current AI bot. So personality.
Could you have it click on a link too? Like, hey, you need some resources, click here that we could reach out with a list of all the law changes for a tenant landlord.
So you definitely could, but like what I recommend for everyone is like just to get them to respond because what I've noticed is the number one way to book appointments is once they respond to AI, you want you or other agents to call those leads instantly.
Okay.
Because that's how you get the best conversation. And you could say, hey, I know we exchanged a couple text messages. Just wanted to give you a quick call because I figured I could answer any questions and send you some additional resources. And then you would take it from there to try to book the appointment or the
Okay.
consultation. But you definitely
Makes
could if you
sense.
wanted to. I just don't see as much value. Like if you're spending money on like doing a mass text, I would just want to see who would raise their hand again and then be able to like manually go after them after
That
that.
makes sense. That makes total sense. Yeah.
So yeah, so we have the personality here. So like what I'm gonna do here, since I already have the new build one, I'm gonna give Claude my current personality. Let me actually personality, and then I would give it my goal. I would paste the goal here, and then I would paste additional info. And then additional info here. And I'll say based off the leads provided above, update the personality, the goal, and the additional for my AI bot. So what
This is
this
pretty
would
clever stuff.
Yeah, so what I would do after this is you can now just it'll know like AI is like the best with this. It's gonna say, "Oh, I would change the personality to this. I would ask these questions." But if you see here, it completely changed it. Let's see what questions it has. Yeah, so like it's even giving objection. Like I'm renting it out right now, not saying it makes sense. How's that been going? Um, Gives all of like the objection handlers. So then you would just kind of repaste these back in and make a new AI bot out of it. And so that way it can qualify these leads. And then with the CRM we use, you just pick the calendar you want them to book on, and then that calendar that you select is usually connected to your Gmail or your Outlook, and then it'll scan it for conflicts and make sure it like schedules it around other things on your calendar. So, but yeah, I mean this is the way. Like anytime we work with people and we want them to generate new leads, I always ask agents, I'm like, "Hey, what are you sitting on right now?" Because we had one agent, they had about I think it was 2,000 leads and they were back from 2019. Like these were, I mean, they're not super old, but I mean, we're in 2026 now, so yeah, they're like 5+ years old. And we were able to book them 20 appointments like within the first week. And I think it ended up being like four people qualified, but that was just sitting in their database for years. And they would have never had that. I think most the other ones were like on credit repair and stuff, or they just didn't qualify at all. But like those four people would have never been found if she didn't like mass text 100 leads a day, get the AI to start working them, and then booking them on her calendar for the 15-minute call.
Okay.
So. But yeah, I could definitely what I'll do too is Jay, I can put this all like on a document too if you want to take a look at this. But
Okay,
definitely,
that'd be great.
yeah, I would definitely tr build something similar like this out. Start mass texting 100 leads a day. I mean, you will literally be mind blown with the AI. I do think AI needs a little bit of help of re-engaging leads. So that's the main thing is, setting up the re-engagement. But after that, I would let it rock and roll. And like another thing that I would do, like for you, Rich, I would probably go a different angle. Like if are most of your leads in Boca or where do you see most
I would say most of them are in Palm Beach County, which Boca is kind of in the center of Palm Beach County.
mostly
Can you
buyers probably,
can you
right?
hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Palm
Okay.
Beach County.
Yes.
I need to re-engage these so AI can qualify and book them. Create a series of text messages that go out for 14 days to get the leads to respond, lead with questions.
Hmm. And if you can, with the recording, include the written outline because I want to review this with Reza and Gabriel as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, like, and then even if you don't like it, you can always tweak it. One thing that I like to do, I don't know if there's in Palm Beach, I don't know if you have like new builds. Do you have any new build communities out there, or is it pretty
What type of communities?
like new build
Oh
homes?
yeah, there's tons of new homes.
Okay, so what I would recommend doing first is then I would do deep research. So like what I should have done with this is I should have told Claude, I can do it in a new chat, but I would say do research. So I'd say do research and find the best new build community incentives from interest rates to closing costs to upgrades etc. in Palm Beach County, Florida.
Yeah, that's good.
So I would just have it do the research first because I don't want it to like think too much. So I would let it find the best opportunities, and then I would be like, hey, um, based off of all of these incentives, create a mass text sharing these incentives without speaking about the builder's name. So that way it can
Right.
ask them if they want more info, and then that's our number one way of re-engaging the leads. So
Hello,
That's
Mr.
excellent.
Handsome.
so it works really
Mr.
well.
Handsome, Trish.
All right, so all right, perfect. Can you guys see my can you guys see the Claude doing the research?
Yeah, I'm on my phone,
Yeah.
so it's small.
So it's just basically diving into everything that's recently been posted
All right.
on the internet.
Okay.
But yeah, super great tool. And I could even once this is done, Rich, I know we're chatting tomorrow. I would love to even, I don't know when you're meeting with them or when you're doing a video call and stuff, but I'll show them kind of what I think and the best way we can go about it with because I know you have some AI stuff already yourself, so could
Yeah,
just
I'll get Gabriel and Reza. Probably your best times are usually in the afternoon. Well, if they're in afternoon for me. So, a 2 o'clock time, my time would be great.
oh, okay, so that should be 11. I'll let me double check let me check my calendar, but that should be good. And I'll put that down. Friday. Yeah, yeah, I actually am free tomorrow at 2 p.m. So
Okay, great. If you send me the invite, I'll forward it to them.
okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll
I'll
do
see
it.
if I can get Eileen to join in.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. So Jay, I don't know if you're still here, but I'll make sure I get this doc over to you too.
That would be great. But yeah, you kind of opened my eyes up here. I'm going to check on a couple things and get back with you.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to too as well, Jay, like we could I don't know what your schedule looks like tomorrow as well, but we could even I could show you like kind of how you could implement this directly in there too. Let me see.
I guess the first question is to see if I have the bot on my CRM.
Yeah, what CRM do you use?
I thought it was you're using Next Level. I thought it might be that too.
Oh, it is? Okay. Okay, yeah. I if you're
Double check all that.
yeah, do you want I mean I could even we could dive into it together and see like your go high level and stuff. I don't know what your calendar looks like tomorrow, but I got 1 p.m. Are you Eastern time? Well, you're in Denver, right? So are you same time zone? Is it 11:30 there?
It is. It's 12:30.
Oh, it's 12:30? Okay. Well, I don't know what your calendar looks like tomorrow if you did want me to jump on and look at it with you, but I have 11 o'clock and 2 p.m. Available if you wanted to do either of those times.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I may have appointments on both of those sides at that time, but what I'll do is check in. Let me just do some research. Let me find out what I have, if we even
Yeah.
have that, and verify that, and I can get back to you.
Okay, cool.
Is
Absolutely.
it, what's your number?
So here, I'll put my number in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna text you my name right now just so you have it. Uh,
Perfect.
But yeah, awesome. I'll make sure to save your number too. But yeah, just let me know. Like I'm here for you guys. Like I love the AI world in the space right now. I'm seeing agents like the one agent I mentioned that closed 15 deals in the last 5 months. We did a podcast with him, but he was literally on a team. He was getting handed leads. He they stopped giving him leads. They kicked him off the team because he wasn't converting the Zillow ones. He was Ubering, and then he came across the lead gen that we're doing in the AI. he's now closed over 130K in commissions in the 5 months. And it's like when I see stories like that, like I mean, that's someone who like literally had no lead flow, no past leads. Like imagine what it could do for someone who's sitting on, 10,000, 1,000 leads, generate new leads into their business, and AI is doing all the background for them. It's just an amazing time to be alive, to generate this stuff. So,
By the way,
Yeah.
Tristan, we did move just for our listing lead program, the MEO program. We
mhm.
did move to the high level CRM.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
it should be very easy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the high level, I mean, that's the one we white label for all the agents we work with because it's so customizable. Like we had an agent on our last call. All their leads that come in with high level, they do like weekly buyer Q&As. So you can build landing pages. It has all the reminders going out every single week, has registration reminders when people register. Um, it does all of that for you. I mean, it's a full-blown marketing machine. Like everything from
Great.
scheduling content, reminders, registrations, landing pages, you name it, AI, it does all of that. So
Perfect.
awesome. All right,
Okay.
Rich. Well, I'm gonna
I'll see
I'm
you
gonna
tomorrow
send,
at 2.
yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at 2, Jay. I'll save your number and you just let me know if you have any questions or need any help with anything.
Yeah,
Thank
I'll
you
try
very
to
much,
text you
gentlemen.
tomorrow.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right, guys. Well, appreciate you guys hopping on, and I'll send the replay recording out as well. So you guys will have access to
Awesome.
that.
Thank you, Tristan.
You
Appreciate it.
got it. Awesome. Take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.